Welcome to Maurine's meditation page. These meditations are offered free in service to the divine. If you're interested in working with Maurine, learn more at headtoyourheart.com.
Well, welcome everybody. It's great to have you all here tonight. And I didn't say hi to you, Doreen, so hello. Tonight we're going to continue on with kind of our series that we've been doing on presence. And so I'm just going to give a little talk before, but as I'm doing that, I just invite you to go on receive mode. You can turn off your camera if you'd like and go on receive mode and just kind of let my words bathe over you. Just let yourself soak them in without having to justify them or, just let them run over you. And my girlfriend, who's going through a really hard time with her brother, has glioblastoma and just, some really hardships. She ran into this quote that she sent me, which I'll share to you, which is, let everything happen to you. Beauty and terror. Just keep on going. No feeling is final. And I'll just repeat some of it. I'm going to paraphrase it. So let everything happen to you. Beauty and terror. Just keep going. And what I like to add to that is nothing is permanent. And this is our present series is all about detachment and letting go and getting perspective to observe something rather than attached to something. And it's going back to the concept that by attaching to something and patronizing it causes us to own it, and that's what causes the suffering. If we can step out of that pattern and be the observer, to kind of step into that God self that is beyond this experience, that isn't about the superficial material world happening, it just gives us another place to go. So close your eyes and just listen to some of these concepts, calling attention to the idea that the universe, it could be that the universe is wanting to experience itself through us. And maybe that's what life is. That maybe we are that reflection. Our experience is that reflection. And the idea of it being the illusion, as I think it's the Buddhists talk about Maya. It's said that we are given Maya, which Maya is the illusion that we are separate from divine consciousness. Maya is buying into the material world and the illusion of this density. And that we're given an ego so that we can believe that each of us is separate. And that this is an extension of the universe experiencing itself. So there's a place for it to be. But it causes us to suffer, and it's us against the world, and it's the illusion that this drama is real versus us having the perspective that it's an illusion and that there's another reality, another deeper reality, and that's of the observer. So tonight's meditation is to strive to go from separateness to unity. And what do we need to let go of to surrender to oneness? You can just ask yourself that. What do you need to let go of to surrender to oneness? To merge back in with that divine consciousness? To detach from the material that's causing the suffering? And what's standing in your way from opening to your greatness, to your allness, to your wholeness? And just observing the concept that the belief in Maya is the holder of suffering. And it's a place where we're comparing ourselves to others and measuring ourselves against others, and becoming obsessed with our faults or judging others. This is all an illusion that depends on separateness to thrive. And it keeps us in a kind of prison. So meditation is such a beautiful opportunity to get into stillness, to get into mindfulness and observation, and not get caught up in that drama. To not be split off from source. So just going back to that quote, let everything happen. Let everything happen to you. Beauty or terror doesn't matter. Just observe it. And, we can't deny our human experience entirely, I don't think. But certainly we can tap into something more permanent, and everything is temporary. So it's about surrendering and letting things come and letting things go. Becoming the observer. So get yourself settled. And let's start to breathe together, bringing your awareness to your breath. And just drawing your breath all the way down your center channel, imagining it go all the way down your spine. Draw it all the way down to the base of your spine with the in-breath, and exhale it back out from the bottom all the way out to the top. And just bring your consciousness to that breath and do a few rounds, breathing up and down your center channel. Let it come and let it go. See how gently you can draw that breath in, how delicately you can invite the softness of the breath to travel down that center channel. Bathe your root chakra and swim back out. Bringing your consciousness to your breath, to your prana. Life is living through you. observing your breath. And that center breath is balancing you. Balancing your right side, balancing your left side as you anchor in your very center. And to let go of any of today's activities, coming back, washing the breath up and down your center channel. Allowing the breath and the focus on the breath to still the mind and to give you something to focus on as you are practicing detaching from your thoughts. Feel the gratitude that you have for your breath. That the breath is actually giving you something to hang on to. Something to ease the attachment to the incessant thoughts. You can breathe in gratitude along with that softness with every in-breath. Saying thank you. Thank you for the stillness. Thank you for the life. Thank you for the peace. There's nothing but you and your center channel. And just flow with it. It's natural. We'll have thoughts that want to compete. And it's not about stopping thoughts. It's not about fixing, stopping, or controlling. It's about noticing thoughts and not wanting to hold on to any of them. Find that desire, that wanting inside of not wanting to hang on to those thoughts. Let thoughts pass through. Of course you have them, but you have a choice whether you will keep them. So I'm not telling you that you have to stop your thoughts, just asking you not to keep them. Hold on to nothing. This is called the holy instant. Hold on to nothing to let everything in. Give any concerns or thoughts over to the higher consciousness. There's a knowingness inside of you that is beyond thought. When you were a baby, you didn't know words, so you couldn't have thought the way that you think now. Baby is all about experience, awareness, presence. Bring yourself back to your essential self. That knowingness is still there. Back to presence, pure experience without judgment. Focusing on that center channel as you draw your breath in. Easy rhythm. Let that ease and grace take you over, surrendering anything that stands in your way bit by bit. Deepening your commitment to be in the present. Be still here now. Where do you end and the earth begin? Where does your breath meet the atmosphere? You are an extension of that deeper consciousness. You can experience that you are in the presence of divine love. It's inside of you, it's around you. It always has been. Bring your consciousness. This is grace opening to love. Breathe that love in. Invite it in with every breath. Bathe in your body with that infinite power of love. Let that breath of love help you, heal you. Put you in alignment with your highest consciousness, with the infinite. Fill yourself up with love. Sink into that. Because all else is just an illusion. You always have been love, nothing more. Let go and let love. Let love work with you. Work with it. Every breath, work with love. Commune with it. Let that river of love run through your center channel and turn over any hardship to that current of love. Release it into that river and know that any hardship is not yours to carry. Whatever you've placed major importance on, I want you to exercise softening that. Release the attachment. Diminish its trumped up status. Turn it completely over to divine goodness and replace that with that flow of love, restoring you to that higher vibration, that vibrancy, in alignment with the infinite. Becoming a conduit for the flow of love. Love holds no luggage. Run through. Open your heart and let God be with you. Fall back into loving arms. You are held. Breathe love. Be love. Stay with it. Stay with your vibration, with your commitment to love. in your continued release, you open to full presence. Let yourself receive that goodness, to be that love. Be in the expanse of love. There's nothing else. Opening up to the holy instant. Now, this happens organically. You don't have to try. Let love in, let it leave. And let the breath lead you to that clarity. So when we change the breathing habits, we change the habits of the mind and the mental habits. They are intertwined. So as we change breathing, bringing our consciousness to it, we breathe in new ways. We shift the mind and mental habits of the mind. As you do that, you're opening up new parts of the mind. back in. There's nothing you have to do. And just let love happen. As you channel this love, you change the world. Tap into something deeper than the material density. As you let go, you change the world. You are whole. You are already whole. You are already perfect. You always were. Bathe in that goodness. Bathe in your radiance. You are an extension of divine, experiencing itself. That stillness holds you in the orbit of love. So as you wind down your meditation, hold out your hand, make friends with that physical self, with your material self. Make friends with him or her. They're doing their best. You are something deeper. Do what you can to help that part of yourself along. Stay connected to God as you hold their hand out to help and support that part that dances through life. Doing all the busy stuff. And from that grace and that base of love, extend out tolerance and forgiveness to any people or things in your life that have been a grievance to you. And see yourself extending your hand out there. Releasing any of that luggage, any of that grievances. Love holds no grievances. Because you are something deeper, much bigger. See how easy it is to detach and to offer love and flow to any of these lower expressions. Just knowing that as you do this work, you do change the world. You are a vibration changing the world with this higher frequency. And this is where you can come back time after time. Anytime you need to plug back in to recharge, remind yourself who you really are. You are important. You are precious. You are radiance shining in the world. So take the lampshade off. Let your light shine. Breathe into your heart. See yourself walking in your life as that soul, as that extension of the divine that you are. Observing the thoughts and not being the thoughts.
Thank you for joining in on these free meditations. If you're interested in working with Maurine privately, learn more at headtoyourheart.com.